Yo, what is up, everybody? Today we have another pack and go, and this I think is the 10th episode of the pack and goes. We get Stevie Brown and Jarvis Landry that we both got for the last game against Coop. Today we are going against TheFlightMike, and if you guys don't know who Mike is, his link to his channel will be in the description. As we start off with two safeties at our two goal positions, we have 15 pro packs and 8 veteran packs on deck for you guys today. But this is on the PS4, so normally I do these on the Xbox One. The PS4 is where the budget squad is, but I'm gonna try to not let this affect the coin count on the budget squad. I'm not gonna use any of the players I pull on the budget squad here. So what do we pull? We pulled a Hudson. Alright, so that's a chill little center right there. We also pulled Walton, who's kind of like the same overall. So we got the 8 veteran packs where we're going to try to get most of our bank from, as we get a Ruben. I guess that's good defensive line depth. So right now we're building up the defense pretty decently, and the offensive line got a few guys out there. And yeah, so the safeties, I should say, not the defense, just the safeties. We already have 3 safeties. We're already good at the safety spot. But yeah, so hopefully we can get a good team to fight against Mike. This is like the second time I've ever opening packs on the PS4. The first time we did it was with the those, what do you call it, the holiday that just happened, Easter. The Easter packs. We got those free packs. So now, like I said, I'm not gonna let it affect the coin count. And any good players I do pull on the PS4, most likely, like any elites or anything like that, I'm probably just gonna give them away. As we get Brian Arakpo. That's a really good pull right there. I'm really happy about getting an Arakpo. He's not a great like zone player, but I mean, I guess there's nothing too special about him. He doesn't have like crazy speed or anything like that, but definitely for the pack and go, you know, good balance overall stats, a good guy who can stuff the run and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's definitely something we can be happy about. As we get Randy Starks in addition to the defensive line. Let's see, a Wilfork type? Yep, he's definitely a Wilfork type. When I say Wilfork type, that means they just abandoned the finesse move, and a defensive tackle is just pure, you know, stuff in the run, bull rushing. As we get Alan Ball. Hopefully, in best case scenario, Alan Ball is our slot receiver, and we don't have to put him on the outside because he's not going to be too good. Not too good speed, terrible play rec. So, you know, hopefully, like I said, worst case scenario, he's our third guy, and he's not one of our starters as we get Valdir here. So we got 3 offensive linemen: right guard, left tackle, and a center. Very happy about building up the offensive line right now. I did not purchase. I mean, I got these random stuff here that popping up. The Odell Beckham, the free OBJ. My bad about that. So, as you guys see, veteran packs are in the store, so we're gonna get 8 of those. You guys see my team over there. We're not gonna mess with that. I just want to check how much pro packs I had left, and then I went on this whole little adventure over here. So, 5 pro packs left. Like I said, we're building up the offensive line. But what I wanted to say is, we need to start getting some skill positions. I mean, you don't want to completely just forget about them as we get John Abraham. So we got 2 outside linebackers. That's very good. We still need a middle linebacker, which would be nice. Last time we played against Coop, James Harrison was leading the troops out there. As we get, ooh, what is this? A bonus veteran pack. Alrighty, actually we're going to be opening 9 veteran packs today, so let's open up our first veteran pack of the day a little bit earlier than we expected to. I always pull these bonus packs. I never see like anybody I play against pull a bonus pack, as defensive line depth is so good. I think we pulled 2 Lamar Houston, whatever that guy's name is, Woodley. As we get Devin Hester, that's probably going to be our kick returner, so that's pretty decent. So defensive line depth is definitely set right now. We don't need any more defensive linemen. I mean, I welcome elites. If any elite defensive linemen want to pop up, that's chill. But like I said, we need to work a little bit on the skill positions. Tight end, wide receiver. Wow, yeah, alright. So, yeah, tight end, wide receiver, a decent quarterback at least. You know, at least a quarterback who's kind of fast. I haven't paid attention to any of the silver quarterbacks or anything like that. We got the that we've gotten so far. As we get TJ Graham and KJ Wright, not exactly the middle linebacker we want, but we did at least get one who has some decent zone. What's his player? 8-3. So actually, he's a pretty underratedly good middle linebacker. I'm actually okay with pulling KJ Wright, even though he's an 78 overall. We need anybody. As we get Owen Daniels. Speaking of anybody, we need anybody to play this damn tight end spot. He might be one of our receivers at this point. We haven't pulled any good ones. Him and Devin Hester out there. So now we're gonna open up the veteran packs out here, and hopefully we can get some elites, because we had not pulled any. The only elite I ever pulled on the PS4 before, I believe, was Drew Brees. I don't think we ever pulled a second one. That Brees, I'm pretty sure I sold. As we get 2 badges out of this thing, so we're gonna ignore that. As we get seriously, we already have defensive line depth, like I mentioned, or safety depth, like I mentioned before, and now a right tackle. So all we need now is a left guard, and our offensive line is complete. That is something to be very happy about. So we can run the ball with whomever our running back is. Remember last time we did the pack and go. We did not get a running back until the very last pack, and we pulled 4 in the same pack. Now, obviously, you can only get 2 goals or better in veteran packs, but hopefully EA doesn't do that, and they could just let me feel good. Oh, Carson Palmer again. I already had Carson Palmer for a pack and go, man. I don't want to use Carson. I might just use Chase Daniel over Carson Palmer. Like, ew, man. I don't want to use Carson Palmer. Come on, EA. I guess it's easier to go in here, so we're just going to go with the packs. This will make it, like, slightly faster to speed it up since you have to go one by one through these veteran packs as we get Stephon Taylor, who may or may not be the starting running back, and we got so many safeties that some of them might have to play cornerback. We also pulled 3 tight ends, which means one of them is probably playing receiver at this point because I'm pretty sure we're not pulling enough gold or better receivers out here. So, you know, I always end up putting tight ends at wide receiver. I never seem to pull enough gold or better wide receivers during packing goals, which I'm okay with. Wide receiver is not something I'm exactly looking for. Defensive line is really not something I'm looking for right now, but it just always seems to happen. You know, it's a weird coincidence. We're going to do a little backfoot cheese out here, and we got the right guard, so the offensive line's complete. So no more offensive lineman EA. That means we're pulling an offensive lineman in the next pack probably. So running back is a very scarce position right now. Wide receiver is a completely scarce position right now. Cornerback is a scarce position right now. Safety is not. We pulled a gold badge there. And Kendall Hunter. How do I feel about you? 89 speed. Very short. Not so good route running. Decent elusiveness. I don't know, man. We'll just throw him in the game. We got Blair Walsh. That's our kicker. Totally forgot about kicker. And that was almost going to become a problem that I didn't even realize. Now, we also don't have a punter, so I don't know how in the world that I know of. I don't know how it's going to work out. So, hopefully, maybe we pull like a gold punter somewhere in here because you do pull a bunch of like bronze and silvers in this pack too as we get Ahmad Brooks. Good to have that, what do you call linebacker depth out there. I like having Ahmad Brooks on the field. Devon Best, hopefully we don't have to put him on the field as a receiver as we get Justin Forsett. And now we're in business, boys. We built up the offensive line, and now we got Forsett. EA waited a while. They waited a while to set us up with an elite, period. This is our first elite of the whole thing. I gotta check. I'm just gonna keep on checking his stats because this is just an elite pull to be happy about. Now, he's not fast, but he's very elusive. He has high carrying. He definitely should have good catching. Forsett was a great catching guy at the backfield, I think. I may be wrong about that. But that's very good. We already have offensive linemen, so this pack's a dud right here. Now, I guess we want to put a cornerback in the last pack. That's what we want to put. Cornerback. Probably 2 cornerbacks, just straight up 2 cornerbacks. Because Allen Ball and 2 safeties are our cornerbacks right now. Every other position we're good at. Maybe a wide receiver would be nice to pull. That is like not a bronze or better. As we pull cornerback, we pull Ike Taylor. There we go. I'll take that. So Ike can ball on the outside, and then we'll pull like a safety on the inside. I don't know exactly how that's going to work out. Our last player is another right guard who is way better than Gary Williams, so we can actually use him. So, I mean, we didn't pull any elites besides Justin Forsett, but I'm not exactly upset with the way that went. We have some decent balance in this team besides the wide receiver position, obviously. So leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys for the game with Mike.